What's good, YouTube? I'm gonna show you guys how to do a burst fade. Now our first step is going to be lining up the back. What this does is it helps us get even guidelines on both sides since it is two separate fades. And today we're gonna line it up in a V. And with the V, you just want to take it up a little bit, not too high, because obviously a V is not the natural shape of the neck, so you're always gonna have to take up a little bit higher and bald out a little bit at the bottom of it. Just be careful that you don't take it up too much. And as you can see, we just connect both points, start on the left and then make our way to the right, and we get a nice V shape. Now once we get this going, we're set to start our fade. And as always, we want to go in the burst shape. We'll start with our 1.5 guard, lever open, and go ahead and just clean up the canvas. Cutting hair on shorter hair makes it a lot easier to set in your guidelines and just fade in general. And once we got that going, we're going to use our trimmers and go ahead and set in our bald guideline. As you can see, I'm using the corner of my trimmer and just taking it little by little in that burst shape. And once we get that guideline in, we're going to go ahead and bald it out, and then go with our shavers and make that extra bald. This adds a lot of saturation to the fade. Then our next step would be to line up the C-cups. Now lining up the C-cups before doing the fade helps you preserve as much of that C-cup as you can. What we do is start at the top, line up the bottom, and just meet both points in the middle. As you can see, in a matter of seconds you'll have a nice sharp C-cup. And as always, guys, we're going to go in with our clip over comb to blend into the weight on top. This gives us a nice transition from the bottom of the fade all the way to the top. And then we're going to go in with our half guard, lever close, and set in our first skyline, going up about ½ an inch. Now I find it really convenient to use the half guard because in the long run, when you're fading up, it makes it a lot easier to take your lines out. And after this, we're left with the guideline, so you want to go ahead with that same half guard and open up the lever to soften up that line. Because keep in mind that we're trying to tie in a 1.5 lever open and a half guard together. So first we want to kind of soften up that line to make the transition a little bit easier. And with our lever, we just want to go ahead and lever play to take that line out fully. And slowly but surely as we go down, we want to close up the lever. Or if you're fading up, you want to open up the lever gradually. And then we just left with that bald guideline, and you want to close up the lever and just tap at that line. Same thing, we're just trying to soften it up. And as you go up, you want to open up the lever gradually, and that should take out that bald line. And here are the results, guys. Let me know what you think down below. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel for more barber related content like this, and make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.